Oh, it started?
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. Make your best
Hmm.
face. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna edit this too. So anything weird, you could burp and shit like that. I'm gonna edit this. So okay. I have a little intro. Okay. Oh, I'm so nervous. How did I say I was gonna start again? Okay. Y'all ready?
You got to hit him with the, hey
I
guys,
know.
my name is Delayna Faye.
Do a good church clap.
I'm the author
Yeah.
of In the Shadow, and I have two guests with me here today. We have Naomi Rutherford. Naomi, say hello to the people. How are you doing this
But
evening?
I'm
Hey.
curious, will it hold on, would it show all of y'all faces on the screen at the same time? How can I do that?
Because it's only showing one. It's showing me and Naomi. You gotta slide all the way to the right. On my phone, it's showing you and Naomi and myself in the corner. So I can see both of y'all. Okay, so I think I just want to make sure we're all. You gotta slide all the way to the last one. All the way to the last joint. You should be able to see both of us large and yourself small in the corner. Okay, well I see all three of us in a line, and then whoever's talking, it like Dede, you're staying in the middle for me.
To cloud. Okay. Yeah, I got y'all drinks. All right. I'm trying to remember what I was calling this. I think I was calling it the artist circle. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Take my glasses off. Oh, look. Should I
You
have the
look
glasses
white.
on or off?
Can you see?
No.
Put the glasses on. It's okay. Look at Naomi with the
Yeah, no, Naomi, you ready? All right. Hey, y'all. Welcome to the Artist Circle. Or shop. I'm gonna start over. All right. Bloop. All right. Hey, y'all. Welcome to the Artist Circle, episode 1 for my book, In His Shadow. This is my author's copy, so don't mind the band. At the bottom, we have Naomi Rutherford, which is one of my dear best friends and sister. She is holding her physical copy. Is that the hard copy or paper, Naomi?
This is the
Paper, I think.
paper copy.
Yes. And then to my left, I don't know how this is going to be when it records. We have my beautiful big sister, my ace boon coon, my soulmate, Deandra, you guy Antoine.
Thank you so much. I don't have a physical copy, but I have it digitally on Kindle.
And you know what? Digitally, well, you know what? I may be wrong, but I
Less
think
resources that way. Save paper, save the universe.
That's right.
I genuinely don't know the stats whether I outsold more digitally or hardcover because there have been a lot of hardcovers. So I don't know. But we are going to have a quick little episode just discussing the beginning chapters. Really just have a little fun. My girls got their drinks. Hold up y'all drinks.
Halfway done.
So Didi, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking a French rosé. It's called La Petite, which means little, such as myself.
Nene girl, what you drinking?
I'm drinking some honey citrus tea from Korea.
Wait, you not drinking
Oh,
alcohol?
No, girl, I'm
no.
sober October.
Well, she has work in the
Oh,
morning. She has
me
work in the
too.
morning.
Okay.
She work with the children. Naomi
Oh, that's
needs to be
true.
at her best.
You're right. I have a single estate reposado tequila.
Oh, you drinking
Oh,
that French stuff?
reposado is nice. Corazon.
I'm not a drinker, so I honestly grabbed the bottle only because I thought it was pretty. Okay, so we're about to open this thing up. So, I want to set the tone. Obviously, this is for fun, but this is also so that people could just watch something, have a good time, get a few laughs, and hopefully it will inspire people to buy my book, which is available on Amazon. So I'm
Right.
gonna do a quick chapter recap, give a brief synopsis, and we are gonna begin now. So, chapter one. Lovey arrives in New York City chasing her dream of becoming a model, but reality hits hard. Broken promises, a shady manager named Zippy, and a life of restaurant shifts and unpaid gigs. I could relate. Her only anchor is Blaze, her longtime best friend, who keeps her going when her hope is at its lowest. One night after work, Lovey path crosses with a mysterious man in a suit who radiates power and danger. Drawn by instinct, she follows him into the shadows and stumbles into a hidden underworld of armed strangers and mafia-like secrecy. Just as her life hangs in the balance, another man intervenes, commanding, magnetic, and terrifying. Their tense exchange leaves Lovey shaken, but instead of her fear, she feels a pull toward his world of danger and authority. Haunted by the encounter, she can't stay away despite trying to pursue her failing career and Zippy's empty promises. Lovey returns to the tunnel when the man, titled The Don, tests her courage and warns her of the cost. She doesn't back down, ultimately ends with him signaling for her to follow him. And just like that, Lovey steps into his shadow. Okay. I
Mm.
feel like that was a little lengthy, but
Juicy,
hopefully
juicy.
you know. But hopefully, if someone hasn't read the book and they're watching this, cause like whatever, it's like, oh, okay, good little intro. So I wanted to ask y'all, and I'll start with you, Didi. What was your first impression of Lovey?
Well, honestly, she seems a bit depressed. I'm not gonna lie. She seems like she's a little um I don't want to say, I don't know if this is even a proper word, but I will say this, she is not content with how her life is going. She's not content at all, which is okay because being not content can lead to, like, a little bit of depression here and there. I think her circumstances has truly worn her down. So I think she is looking for a slight change of pace, a little glimmer of hope, a
Dang,
little.
it says my connection's unstable. I'm sorry. Is it good for y'all? It's saying mine is like unstable.
Oh yeah, it's good for me. You guys
Hmm.
aren't freezing or
I'm sorry.
anything.
Hmm.
It's okay.
Say that
Where
again,
was
Big
that?
Mama. I'm sorry about that. You was saying she
What was
seems
that?
unstable.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, a little discontent, a little, well, not a little, quite a bit of unhappiness there. She just doesn't. She seems a bit depressed with, like, her situation and her circumstances, and she seems like she's just looking. As she's talking about her life, the only glimmer of hope that she has is her friend. That's the only way that she feels solace. So, um, I noticed that, and yeah, hopefully, throughout the book and the chapter, she feels a little bit more content with her life. Don't
Period.
want to give too much.
Naomi, what was your first impression of Lovey?
My first impression of Lovey was that she's very naive. Um, I was getting naive and gullible. I was getting that she was a small town girl who moved to the big city, and she's kind of like chasing this dream of hers. But in the process of her chasing this dream, I think she kind of like fell for the lure of the big city, if that makes sense. And then ultimately, got herself in the situation that she got herself into.
Definitely fell for that okie doke,
Yeah.
fell for
Right.
that New
Fell for
York
that. I'm gonna make
hustle.
you famous. I
Right.
got
Mm.
connections.
And we've been to New York a lot of times. We know how it is. It's very expensive.
Mhm.
Everybody believes it gives New York is not that different from Miami. It's really, really not. Like,
It's a hustle based culture.
yeah.
And one thing I will say differently about New Yorkers is they're very in your face about it, though. Like, they'll very much be
Mhm.
like, I could try to make you a star, but you also got to know how to do 10 different things. Like, that's the point of a New York City hustle versus Miami. It's also about hustle, but not so in your face rude about it. Like, they will
Yeah.
hustle man you, but not as much
Mhm.
as somebody from New York who really gonna hustle man you. They're gonna be like, I know this guy here, da 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 da. You
Right.
know,
It's a
keep
little
doing
bit
your
more of a
$1 million.
shakedown in New York. It's more
Yeah,
of a
Yeah.
it
shakedown.
definitely feels like if you pay me this is what I can offer you. Give him very much pay the fee and you're gonna be okay. Give very mob type.
Yeah, it do give like old
Like, you pay for
Italianness.
protection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit more
Mhm.
aggressive. The next one is let's test your toxic meter. If a fine guy, I mean like really looking guy says to follow him, would you?
Who are you? Naomi can go first, girl.
Um, I want to say no, I wouldn't follow him, but I'm gonna be completely honest. A part of me, maybe like the part of me that likes danger a little bit, will
Mm.
probably follow him just to see where are we going. Like you just look good, you sound good.
Be
It
like,
seems like
oh.
you got it all figured out. I'm trying to, I'm
Hmm.
trying to hop on
Like,
that
where we
train too.
going? Where we going?
I'm trying to see what's going on.
So like Aquaman, it's
Girl, I'm
it's telling you to
going.
follow.
I'm going.
Oh, honey.
I'm swimming in. You need me, I'm there. Okay? You ain't even gotta ask me twice. All you gotta do is
Need me to
say,
be queen of the ocean? I got you. I'm
I'm
gonna hold
trying
your
to tell
trident, boo.
Like,
you.
oh.
I will be there.
So it's relatable then. You know what I mean? If he's looking good and he's just like, come on, it's like, okay. So chapter 2, inside the Cavaletti compound, Lovey learns this is no street gang. It's a dynasty. Don reveals the syndicate's roots, forged by his great-grandfather with grit, blood, and a blade passed down through generations. To join, Lovey must prove herself, starting with a knife that carries the family's legacy. So her initiation begins under Solara, a fierce, battle-hardened woman whose beauty is matched only by her brutality. Solara's training leaves Lovey bruised, humiliated, and doubting if she belongs at all. Yet beneath Solara's steel exterior lies a history of struggle, survival, and loyalty to the family that we learn saved her. So, through grueling drills, Solara pushes Lovey past her breaking point, testing not just her strength, but her will to survive in a world built by men and
Mhm.
guarded by shadows. So, from the balcony, Don watches, silent and unreadable, as if he's measuring whether she's worth the risk. So by the end of that chapter, Lovey begins to understand the Cavaletti name is more than power, it's sacrifice, it's loyalty, an unrelenting fight to carve a place in a world that wants you erased. And for Lovey, walking away is no longer an option. She's in it. It's like a gang. You get jumped in. It's like,
Dang.
okay, I'm here now. So,
Mm.
I wanted to actually miss you guy, Mrs.
Oh, mm,
Don.
mm.
Don doesn't disclose his name to Lovey, and do you think that's a sign of power or fear?
I don't think it's power or necessarily fear. Just because, as somebody who goes by a different name than what their actual name is, I don't see it as either. I see it as I don't know you that well, therefore, I'm not going to really disclose much information to you. So I wouldn't say it's power or fear. It's more so just like
I
you're a
don't trust
very
you.
I don't really know you well. I don't trust you like that. So I can't really give you my cards. I can't put all my cards on the table. I can't trust you as far as I can throw you. So not quite yes. I don't think
Hmm.
it's either. But to be fair, I don't have a syndicate behind me with an ancient knife. So
You
to
don't?
each its own. I don't have an ancient knife. I do have a Russian knife, but it's not ancient. It's new. But also don't use my government name because I don't know people like that. So there's that. There's that.
Right,
To each its own. Not
right,
power or fear, but maybe just um a little mysterious. Like I don't know you like that. Therefore, I'm
right.
not going to disclose that level of information quite yet. But the more you get to know me, then you will find out. Oh my God, your name's Deandra. Wow, I had no clue. Yeah, because I didn't want you to have no clue. You see what I'm saying? So
So for
Mystery.
Didi, it's not fear, it's not power. It's just like I'm not comfortable. I don't trust you, or you don't need to
yeah,
know. You just don't need to know.
because he don't know this girl. Literally,
Yeah,
we see he don't know this girl from a can of paint. So
yeah.
You don't?
he said, "Come on," and she's like, "Okay." Well, somebody else said, "Come on," and she said, "Okay," but you know.
No, Don said, "Come on." It was Don.
Yeah, it was done.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting it confused because at first
Gunner.
she was following Gunner at first.
Gunner.
So my
Yes,
bad.
yes.
Sorry, my bad. Cutie patootie, and then she seen
It's
another one. She's like, damn, like
like
They just getting
fine
finer and
man
finer.
here, fine over there. Hmm.
exactly.
Naomi,
Because honestly, who cares what your name is? You fine. Thank you.
I mean, she's already
Thank
in, ain't she? What do they
Yeah,
matter?
I'm already in the door. Like,
Right.
hmm.
Naomi, what do you think?
I'm gonna agree with Didi. I don't necessarily think that it's for power or for fear. I think it's more like mystery. I think he likes to keep himself a mystery, and what he does as a mystery, and who he really is as a mystery. Like the more you read the book, the more you'll realize it's a little bit more layers to him than what meets the eye. But you won't know that until he feels like you should know those things about him. So he
Mm-hmm.
likes the mystery of it all. Like I'm gonna invite you in, but you still don't know who I am. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm just gonna allude you to the fact of my name, but you're gonna know, you know who I am, and you know that I'm the boss here, but you don't know who I am, if that makes sense.
And to touch on that, I feel like it's more so control because you're
Mm,
controlling the amount of
Mm.
information that you
Right.
are giving to somebody.
that's true.
Therefore, they cannot do damage with something that they really just don't know. So I actually think
Right.
it's more control than fear
Hmm.
or power. I think it's more so just like,
I
this is what
agree.
you get from me. My
I
name is
agree.
Shrimp Mudoodle Doodle. Do what you do with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Boogie boogie
Miska
boogie.
Maska
That's what you
Tool.
get.
I was
Exactly.
gonna
Like,
say, I I mean, to me, it seemed like fear. But
Mm.
also a little bit of power. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna agree with Dee Dee and tie in between and say what she said, control. Because I feel like people control things that they fear, so they want to stay in power.
Oh, I like that.
Mm.
That was the circle of life right there. Okay, full
Now what's the
moon.
you
little
ate
people
that.
little snaps? No, I ate that. I did
Yeah,
eat that.
you ate that.
So, um, what is y'all first impression of Solara? And I'll go first.
Go ahead.
My
Go ahead.
first impression of Solara, because I feel like in a lot of different movies and TV shows, you have that strong character that's normally around men. So they kind of have to be more fierce than the men. They kind of have to be like more of like a gangster because you're
More
already a
masculine.
woman. You know, you got to be more masculine. You got to be more tough.
Mhm.
Because as a woman, if you're emotional, men be like, oh, look, women. People were saying about Kamala, why would a woman be president? Women are so emotional. So it's like you got to go even harder. Or we could just look at it historically. There was a lot of women in power, especially I don't remember her name, and I think she was like an ancient Chinese empress, and she was
I know who
super
you talking
cruel.
about. I
Yeah,
know who you
she was
talking about. You
super
talking
cruel.
about Wu Shan, and she didn't play no games. I know
That
exactly who
gotta
you
be who I'm
going
talking
to.
about. But she was a
It
gangster,
is
and she had to be a
straight
gangster
gangster.
because she was going against men all the time. So it's like I think with Solara. I just feel like when a woman don't go for anything, she's seen as a BICTH. So that's my opinion. Naomi, I would love to know what you think.
So originally, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Originally, I didn't like her. I didn't like her originally, right? But as I keep reading the book, because I do go back and reread books. As I keep
Hmm.
reading the book, the more I'm like, you know what? I kind of like her. I kind of like her because you have to think about her background in order to like really respect her as a person. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? Like she came from this background and she got protected and she had to fight her way from the bottom to even be seen to even get to the position that she's at now. And for a girl to be basically second in hand to the enforcer, that means you know your stuff. That means
Yeah,
like you're in the top ranks of the ranks. That means you really put the work in. That means that they really
right,
saw value in you. And I think for her to get to that position, I respect that. I respect that. I respect that she sees Lovey and she's like, listen, you're not gonna make it here. Like you're giving weak energy and they're gonna eat you alive. We're in a man's world. You chose to come here. You didn't even know what you was getting yourself into, and you don't even know how to fight. But you about to join the syndicate. Like we got to make it make sense. You know what I mean? So
period.
she has to be hard on her. She has to be a little tough on her. She can't give her any leeway because nobody else is going to give you leeway. A pretty
Right,
face here means absolutely nothing. Let's be honest. Just
right,
because you got a pretty face don't mean nothing.
exactly.
She got a pretty face too, but she still got to go in there and whoop ass when it's time to whoop ass.
Okay.
Okay.
Period. I agree with Naomi. I agree with Naomi. My first impression, maybe because I just feel like it's pretty centered. We know that she was the only woman in a man's world for a very long time. So I've never felt any type of, at least early on, I never felt any type of dislike or discomfort. Like I knew she hard, but she hard because nobody was giving her grace. Nobody was.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if I have to jump through 1 million hoops, the next woman should also jump through 1 million hoops. What makes you any
Right,
different? What makes you any better? Like you can't even punch a fly. Why would I respect you? Why would I go
right.
exactly, girl? You can't even get a quick jab out. Like, girl, no, get in the field, and I'm gonna show you how to get in the field. So I actually really like Solar. She's very no nonsense. I really have respect for people who are no nonsense and get straight to business. So I like her a lot. I like
Mm-hmm.
her a lot. She's a high contender of people I like. At this point, she's like number one because she's the only one that's very straightforward and being like,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm not
it
playing
is
with
what it
you.
is. I
But it is
wanted
what
to
it
ask
is.
y'all too. Oh, I'm sorry, Didi.
It's
Sorry.
okay. That was it.
I want to ask y'all too, what is a character? Now, keep in mind, viewers, we've already recorded this before, like a month ago. So we're gonna try to give new answers, but you can still stick with the same, but we're gonna try to switch it up. What character from a TV show or a movie gives you Solar vibes? Now, I'm gonna say mine. I said Rosalie the first round. I said Rosalie the first round,
You did. You
from
did.
Twilight because she was, she was a gangster. She was seen as being a Bicthing. She was seen as doing that. So I would have to say for a second go round, damn.
I know who I'm doing. I already thought about this. You remember, it doesn't have to be an exact match. This is just something that you think as well.
Okay, I would say Maggie from The Walking Dead.
Hmm.
Mm.
You
Namely, I
know
didn't
what?
know if you watched The Walking Dead, but I feel like Maggie in the later seasons was a little bit more hardened. So people would be like, dang, like, she being so
Like, what's her problem? Like,
yeah.
Okay.
R.I.P. to Glenn.
little do they know, R.P. to Herschel, Beth, and Glenn. She got nobody.
Oh wait.
I'm sorry, y'all. It's just a sidetrack moment.
Oh,
I
it's
just could never
freezing.
forget when
I hate that
um
it's freezing. Can y'all
the
hear?
Walking Dead character died
Oh.
and we were at Six Flags. And Didi Hart was hurt so bad.
I actually dropped to my knees and cried.
She
I actually
literally
dropped to my
cried.
knees and cried.
She
I was
did.
never the same.
She
Never
literally
the
cried. I
same.
could not
I
believe
got
it,
tweets.
y'all.
Oh my God, Glenn died. I dropped to my knees in the park
Could
and said,
not
oh
believe it.
my God,
Said,
where are we as a country?
I
okay, I'm
called
sorry.
Didi. You would think a real person died. I called Didi like Didi. Didi's
Because
at
both of
work.
y'all, what
Didi on
is
the
wrong
phone.
with both of y'all? Because I was
Didi's like, is
like,
he gone?
Didi like he died. He died. I'm like, girl, who died? She like, so and so from The Walking Dead. I looked at her. I said, are you for real right now? Like, are, are we being for real? She was like, Naomi, you just don't understand. Like,
Facts.
he was my
Girl,
favorite
I was
character.
at
He's the
work
best.
in character world. Dropped to my knees. I slid against the wall. I said, oh God.
Uh,
Dramatic. The dramatics,
I'm gonna be
y'all.
real though, Nene. When me and Didi went to go see Breaking Out Part 2, during a fight scene when Carlisle died, that was one of the most devastating moments of my life.
It
And
was.
I
I
did
was,
too, though. I
Like,
did cry. I did. But that was
I
an
was,
investment. I could see why you cried.
that hurt. I didn't even watch the rest of the movie. Like it did take me a while to like even look back up. So I get it, okay? I get it. I can't even laugh at Didi because I was pretty messed up about Carlisle.
distraught.
I wanted to hear Didi's character, and then we're gonna hear your character, Nene.
Okay.
So I have two, and I feel like they are different from last time. I don't actually remember my answers from last time, but I know that they are different because I did not think of this last time. So I'm going to say one of my favorite female characters of all time. Her name is Ellen Ripley, and she is in the Alien franchise. She was in the first three Aliens, and like her character is so resilient that when she died in number two, for number three, they said, "Oh my God, we need somebody just as cool," and made a clone because that's how amazing she is. So I was like, "Damn!" Like she just means business. Like she blew herself up for the betterment of mankind, and she was like fighting
Absolutely.
anybody who got in her way, like men, extraterrestrials, other women. Like nobody was exempt from catching the fade. Nobody. So I'm gonna say Ellen Ripley because like nobody was exempt from a whooping. Nobody.
Period.
And as far as like um tactical skill and like very thuggish mannerisms, very like cutthroat. I don't care about nothing. I'm gonna say Evelyn Salt. Angelina Jolie did a movie called Salt where she was a spy.
Ooh.
And she was so cutthroat because in the beginning of the movie, her husband died. Yes, she was undercover, but she still loved him, and he died. And the whole movie, she spent coming back with a vengeance, taking everybody in her workplace out. Everybody, nobody's exempt.
But she did watch him
Especially
drown, though.
she did, but I'm just giving the veracity of the situation. I'm just giving the veracity of the savageness of the situation.
Right.
I would name another character, but I named her in the last one, so I can't. We're not
You
doing
can
the
run it
same
back if you want. You
person.
can say who you said previously. It's just because they won't ever get to see it. The viewers.
Well, I can't remember her. I can't remember her character's name, but this is another Angelina Jolie film. She was a spy, and I think it's called The Wanted. It was so good. She's a
Mm.
spy, and she's teaching a man, actually, not another woman, a man, how to be a spy. And like the whole movie, she is giving it up. She giving it up every all the way up to the end. She even took herself out because that's how much she was giving it out.
Oh, with the bullet. When the bullet did that circle.
Yes. Yes. She was like,
Oh.
I'm real to the very end. Took all of them out and it took herself out last.
Damn.
Insane.
Angelina
Insane.
Jolie will be like an awesome
She goaded to
person to
me.
cast. Like
I'm saying.
she gives like bad girl energy, like blow
And
up.
she's
Mm-hmm.
Laura Croft. Like, come on. She is displayed too many times. Like, as an
Mm.
actress, she one of them ones. I don't care about her messing with Brad. I don't care about none of that. Angelina's one of them ones. She one of them ones.
I'm Angelina, you Jennifer. Okay.
Come on, girl. You see what Brad?
Come on, Dad. It's in the
Now
bread.
he's with nobody.
Yeah.
Yikes. Anyway,
I know, yikes. Okay, so chapter 3.
Naomi,
What happened? What happened? I'm sorry.
Naomi didn't go. Naomi, did you want to go?
Oh shoot, Nene, go ahead. My bad. My bad, Nene.
Girl, it was okay. I was like, you could go into chapter 3, but I would say I got two people in mind too, and I'm not sure. I think I might have stole y'all answers from last time, but as I was thinking about it just now, I was like, dang, I should have said that last time. So I'm gonna go with my girl from Colombiana, Zoe,
Oh, yes.
because she's a great actress,
Oh.
and she gives innocent at first. Like when you look at her, you think like, oh, she's just a pretty face, and then when she's ready to, you know what I'm saying, whip your ass, you like, oh,
She's
she's
a
not
pretty
just a
face
pretty face.
that can hurt you.
Yeah, like she
Hurt
actually
you
gets
real bad.
down. She means business. Like, let me leave her alone. Like, and she gives me like syndicate vibes, if that makes sense. And my second person, I don't know if y'all seen this. I'm a huge John Wick fan. I love the
Oh,
franchise. So I'm gonna go with my girl from Ballerina. Okay. The spinoff to John Wick, his
tough.
little
I haven't
sister.
seen the spinoff, but I know she's tough. I know
Yeah,
she
I'm gonna
gets
call him her little
down on
sister because she's just as bad as him, but except she does it with a little bit more elegance, like a little bit more grace in her.
Mm.
She was a dancer, so ballerina, of course. But she is a girl. When I tell you, you wouldn't be able to tell. Like you would just look at her and think she's a normal person. But when it's time, when you give her that mission, you tell her it's go time. Somebody about to attack the family. Oh, she's the one you
it's
call.
up.
She's the one
She
you
is the
call.
one to call.
Yeah, she's the one to call. Okay, they was trying to take her out. They couldn't even take her out. It
Mm.
took John
Period.
himself to almost take her out for her to go out.
Period. Can I piggyback one more time and then we're gonna go to the next chapter?
Yes.
Go ahead, boo.
I just thought about it. I don't know if y'all remember her, but Joanna from Hunger Games.
Oh,
Oh,
dang! I haven't Hunger Games.
oh,
Dang,
she's one of the ones for real.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
And I always think about Sucker Punch. Me and Didi love Sucker Punch.
I love Sucker Punch with all my heart, and they got some
Sucker
really
Punch is really
bad
funny.
females in there. Like, people, it gets a bad rap, but to me, that is grade A cinema.
It's a great
Grade
movie. It's amazing.
Great film. I listen. I love Sucker Punch. Somebody can come up to me and be like, "Sucker Punch is bad." We would have a fisticuff in the street
They'll
because
get sucker
now I got
punched.
to. Now I got to give you a sucker punch
Right.
because you disrespected me.
Because they got
So,
Oscar Isaac, who is
mm,
amazing.
young Oscar Isaac, fine as a mug. They got the mama from Spy Kids in there as the madam, also gorgeous.
Oh, they
Like,
ate. They
it,
ate.
and the
Yeah, it was a
main
good
person,
cast.
I've never seen her again outside that, but she was impeccable the whole time. The
She
whole
did.
time.
I just feel like Joanna though from Hunger Games, like that. If I could pick a Solara, it definitely would be someone just like her, if not her, if she was available.
Hmm. Yeah, she's
If she's
Um,
bitter. She's
relevant.
full of rage, full of anger. Her tank never on E. She always got that
yeah,
dog in her. Like I
and her
need that.
evil don't seem that evil. It seems like there's a reason why she's
It's a
evil.
good
Behind it.
cause. It's
Yeah,
a great
it's
cause
not
to
just
be a
evil.
villain. Like she's not just
Exactly.
being a hater. She, you know, I'll leave it at that. But you right. She got that dog in her for sure.
So for chapter 3, Lovey wakes to find Gunner, Dawn's closest ally, best friend, standing over her, teasing and unapologetic as he announces that her old life is literally being erased. And by erase, we mean they're going to burn her phone, her wallet, and her past identity. So she's going to almost kind of like a Men in Black. Zoop, you were never here. Um, Furious, Lovey storms through the compound demanding answers, only to find Dawn in the gym, shirtless. Powerful and impossibly composed, Dawn makes it clear she's no longer Lovey Franklin, a struggling model of New York. She is
Period.
now part of the Cavaletti Syndicate, her debts and old life stripped away in exchange for loyalty, secrecy, resistance turns into surrender when he closes in, his presence overwhelming, and his words final. Welcome to the family, love. So for the first time, Lovey feels the pull of belonging, not to her old dream of fashion, being a runway model. Shut up, but to something darker, intoxicating, and far more dangerous. So, I was gonna ask y'all
Wow.
something, but I thought of a whole nother question, like
Okay.
off
It's
the top of
okay.
my head, but then it went away and it was good.
I had a question too. If you want me to go.
Yes, what's your question, girl?
I okay. So when they were wiping Lovey's wife, if somebody was to wipe your life, like right now, let's say Delayna Naomi, if somebody came to you and gave you the opportunity to wipe your slate clean, no debts, no internet presence,
No
no,
debt.
no, any, like, listen, no debt, no internet presence, no bills, no nothing that is traceable back to you, no online profiles where you was like sneak this and acting crazy because I got a few of those. So, um, if you had the opportunity to wipe the slate clean, but essentially you had to start over, is that something you guys would want? Because I just thought about that. I was like, freak, I would love if somebody wiped my slate clean. I would
So
be in
rich, good looking, gonna pay my debt, and just all I gotta do is disappear.
Well, no, they're
Girl,
not
sign
paying
me
your
up.
debt. They're not paying your debt. They're
Oh,
just wiping your slate clean. So you could choose to do whatever you want after that. Meaning, like, you have no bills to pay, you don't have any
Oh,
debt. You can
girl,
walk
sign
away
me
from
up.
life as you see fit right now, but it's
Sign
up
me
to you.
up.
You can keep your
Sign
life
me
how it
up.
is, or just start anew as a completely different person. Is that something y'all would do?
Girl, I'm
I'll let
signing my
Naomi go
name heavy.
first.
Signed in my
Naomi, you go
name.
first. Naomi
Naomi already
said, "Put
answered.
my name on the dotted line."
Girl,
She
I'm
got her
signing my
answer.
name. I'm going to say, oh, for real, you want to wipe it clean? Wipe it all. Wipe it all. I don't even want to exist in this world. And I don't want nobody to know who Naomi was. I'm going to go by a whole different name. I'm gonna be like, who was that? Who? Wow, I don't even know that girl. That's exactly what I'm going to say. People like, you look real familiar. I'm going to say, so sorry to that girl. I don't even know who that is.
I just want to make sure I'll be taken care of. I'm not gonna be like a slave or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
no, 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 no. You get to walk away, but life as you know it
I'm
will
going
not
to say,
will cease to exist. You can leave your job,
girl, sign
your
me
friend.
up.
The only thing is your friends and family. Like when I'm saying you wiping the slate clean, like you
yeah.
essentially disappear. You disappearing. So it's really up to you. That's what I
Damn.
meant by.
I mean, I
Girl,
like
sign
my
me up.
life. I like my life. I feel like I would have to be in an extreme state of mind to be like,
Mm.
wipe it clean. Like I'm done with being Delaney Antoine. I want to be someone else. I want to be a part of whatever this is. Give up who I am. I don't know if I want to be there yet because I want to be an EGOT winner. So
Oh,
I'm
okay.
like,
Yeah, and you got to be known to do that. You can't start
yeah,
fresh and not have no background as an
I
EGOT
know.
winner.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's true.
But if it's like everything's gonna be taken care of, I get to live on a farm and eat grapes the rest of my life. That's a hard thing to turn down too, because Lord knows I hate working. So I'm
But
gonna
why a
really have to.
farm?
Cause I think of secluded, no one can really see me, maybe,
Okay.
or I mean, that's what I think of being somewhere like Denmark. I don't know, like somewhere where
Oh.
they
I
ain't going.
think I would be a nomad. So I would, like Delaney said, I would need to be under extreme circumstances. Like I would need to be like having creditors at my door, and not the nice kind
Mm.
where it's like we're going to take you to court, but the kind that's like we're going to break your legs. Like I would need something to be so dire for me to walk away as Deandra Antoine or DDU guy. And even then,
Oh,
I
cause
just
you
think I would
did.
be a nomad. I would just bum it. I would just travel, bum it, maybe be in the circus, get a few bucks, and then go about my business. Like I could get behind
Did
that.
he say
I could
be in
get
the
behind that.
circus? As
You
what?
know,
What would be
she
your talent in the
said
circus,
like,
Didi?
huh?
I'm the ringleader because I'm very charismatic.
Oh, okay.
I
Yes, ma'am.
know how to
Yes,
get
ma'am.
people.
I know
I know
that's
how to
right.
get the people going,
I know
but I
that's
am
right.
not the star attraction because, like I said, I'm trying to keep a low profile. So you
Girl,
see me
just
for the
sign
first
me
30
up.
seconds and
I
then
could be
move
a
to the.
chef anywhere. I could be an unknown chef and still be famous. You know what I'm saying? And nobody even know it's me. It could be. I think it's all in how you want to view your new life. You know what I mean? You could still have do the same things as your old life, but except nobody know it's you.
Nobody knows it was you.
Yeah,
Exactly. So
It
I
could kind of be
mean,
like
I'm not
BitLife.
running from nothing, but I would like to see
Sims,
what the
BitLife,
world's like through another person's eyes, and I could be that person. That's
I
pretty
agree.
cool.
as
I
somebody
might.
who has no tether, you can move however you like. So
Yeah,
that's
Right.
why
I
I
can go
brought
to
that
South
up.
Korea today. I'm gone.
I
If I
might
wanted to watch my
rob a
family
bank.
from 100 yards away, I can also do that as
Hey, my
well.
girl said rob a bank.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if y'all heard about the missing jewels in Spain and
Yes,
France, but I
and
might
the
do some stuff
Louvre.
like that.
Oh,
I
you
would
know
do that
what? I
because
could
they
be a
got away on
pirate.
scooters. They got away on scooters. They didn't even get in the car and pull off. They literally took 5 minutes to come down that bank and got on their scooters and left. And it made me think if they're going to steal, they need to go to the British Museum and steal all those artifacts back and get back to their country.
Okay,
That's
because
what
you
we
know
can
what?
do.
I wasn't thinking
That's what
about
I
that.
thought.
We could be like Ocean's 8.
I
Exactly.
mean, if I ain't got an
Ocean's
identity,
Black.
I might as well do a bit life and just be somebody else. Maybe I might
You
be a
know,
pimp or I don't know. I
really
would do
live
something
Sims
different.
out.
Who knows? Queen today, peasant tomorrow, fool the next day. You never
Rags to
know.
riches,
Whatever.
riches to rags. It could be different.
Exactly. Might want to be a
I
nun and disappear. It's up to you. So that's why I
right.
asked the
The whole
question.
new world.
I was gonna ask y'all, what character does the other person? What person has the most in character with one character? Does that make sense? I'm saying it wrong. This drink is getting to me. So, what does a person, meaning me, one of us, what
Hmm.
character are they most alike? You gotta
Oh,
pick it.
what character do we most have in common with as
Yeah,
people?
but
Who do
you
we
gotta
most?
say other people, not yourself. So, Naomi, I want to
Okay.
know what character do you think I'm most alike, Dee Dee's most alike, and then just vice versa. You could do yourself if you want, but I really wanted to see what y'all thought about the others.
Ooh.
Y'all want me to go
Okay.
first?
It's up
Mm.
to y'all. It's up to y'all. I need like 1 second to think about it.
I'm
But
ready.
Yeah, go first,
okay,
Delaney,
well
because
go ahead,
I need to
Delaney.
think about it.
Naomi
Yeah.
gives me Blaze. Now, I think Naomi has the most in common with Blaze because I think that Naomi is very like relationship driven. Like she will go to the end for her best friend, which is great. Didi, I get more of Dawn from Didi because Didi likes Didi. Let me tell you, Didi is like very not intimidating. Didi is very direct with her energy. Like
Mm.
you could be uncomfortable around Didi if she's uncomfortable. Like if Didi is upset, like I
Mm.
don't I just like that dominance. I think Didi has that. This is
I
my
see
opinion.
that too. I can
I
see
get
that.
what you mean. I get what you mean. I get what you mean. I
Dang,
respect
that's a
that.
great question. Like, that's a really great question because now I'm really sitting here thinking about like all
And
the
like
characters.
analyze it about who has came up so
And
far. So I'm
I'm
just gonna do
trying
about who's
to.
came up so
You could,
far.
or you could do a character that we haven't got introduced yet. Because chapter four, I think after chapter four, we know everyone. So it's cool. You could do someone that we haven't talked about yet.
Okay, so when
Delayna.
it comes, what you
Oh, go ahead,
thinking,
Didi.
Nene?
Go ahead, go
No,
ahead,
no,
go
no.
ahead.
You go ahead, because I'm still thinking. I'm still thinking. Go ahead. I'm still contemplating. Go ahead.
Okay. So Delayna, you actually give me two people vibes, if that makes sense. You give
Oh,
me Blaze and you give me Solar. Solar, am I saying it right?
Solara, but
Mm.
Solara.
everyone says it different. Some people say Solora. Some say people say Solara, Solara. People say everything different.
I'm gonna
So,
call my
Laurent, you know what?
girl So So, and that's her nickname for me.
Okay.
You give me So So mixed with Blaze because you actually really do care about your friends, and you would go like if Didi was to disappear, that's your sister, I know, but she's also your friend. If Didi was to
Mhm.
disappear, you're when I tell you, you're calling everybody, you're texting everybody, you're
I'm an
putting out
investigator.
a public service announcement for your homegirl. Like, you're putting out that public service announcement. And if it's not answered, you're going to go and get the job done yourself. Um, so I'm gonna say that you're very protective, but you're also a go-getter, if that makes sense. Dee Dee gives me, she's gonna be so mad at me. But she gives me two people vibes too. Dee Dee, don't
Not
get mad at
Stewie.
me. I love you. She gives me Lovey mixed with, I'm not gonna say the Dom. I'm gonna say Lovey mixed with AJ because AJ is kind of like a silent
I like AJ.
assassin. He,
I
you know
like
what I'm
AJ.
saying? Like, you don't know how dangerous he is until he has to be dangerous. And I think
Mm.
Didi, when it comes to Didi, you don't know how dangerous Didi could be or how she can, she has another side of her, and you wouldn't know that side of her
Get real
until
nasty on
you
them
put
for
her
real.
in a position where
People gonna
she
be
has to
watching like,
show
oh
you
Lord.
better than she could tell you. But she gives me Lovely because she has this innocence to her. Like, she's very much so, I'm gonna go with the flow. Like, I'm not gonna lie, if a fine man, if Jackson Wong, let's just be real. If Jackson was like, did he, like, not even say her name, but was to look at her in an alley,
Didi would be like,
Dee Dee's gonna go. She's gonna run. She's gonna throw all caution to the wind. She's not even gonna call nobody and let her know where she went. She just go. And then
Nope.
you have
gone.
to
Nope.
like, you have to find her and be like, bro, where did you go? And she'll be like, oh, I was just out here living my best life. It was so beautiful. You should have been there. And you're like, what the hell, girl? That's dangerous. Like, danger, stranger danger. She's like, oh, I thought I was safe.
I'm safe
And
now.
yeah, it
All
keeps
right
going.
now.
So that's why she gives me AJ and Lovey. She's very innocent and whimsical when she wants to be, but she's also down to business, and she could be your assassin when she needs to be. Wow.
I mean, in all fairness, no spoilers. Lovey started off one way and then another.
Yeah, and then she transformed.
I don't
You
know,
know,
Didi.
her back got up in the corner. She had to really do her thing a little bit.
Okay.
For the most bit. For the most. Okay.
I. Oh yeah, go ahead, D. I want to hear yours.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No,
Because
no, no, no.
I
You
need like
good?
30 more seconds anyway to really
Okay.
I need
articulate what
30
I'm
more
trying to say.
seconds.
I was just gonna say that Taya actually read the book as well, and she had a lot of thoughts and opinions. I'm gonna try to get her on the episode because I don't know if y'all know this, but Blaze is literally based off of Taya.
Oh,
Hmm.
I know. I was
So
there with a bullet
Taya,
in my back.
Naomi, I don't know if you know how all of this started. Literally, when I was 12 years old, right? I was playing Roblox. That's when I first
Hmm.
made a Roblox account. My spelling wasn't all that great. My reading was cool, but like I was just a kid. So I'm trying to give Didi time. Didi, you can give me the good church finger when you're ready, girl.
Give me the good
Okay.
church finger.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So,
Okay.
so literally, I started playing Roblox because of Larry, and his username was Zippy Larry 4, hence the manager Zippy. So
Hmm.
I was really big on Zwinky. I really wanted to be like big on fashion and Zwinky. It didn't work out. I started playing Roblox and I'm like, oh my gosh, I would love to be a model on Roblox. So Larry was like, I play Roblox. I can show you all around Roblox and I can help you. I can show you what groups to da, da. And I'm like, okay, Larry. And in exchange, I'll buy you what's it called? Robux. If you da da da. So at some point I started buying Larry Robux, but Larry wasn't helping me. Like he said he could help me join groups. and all this stuff. So I'm like, dang, Larry kind of like scamming a little bit because he never even helped me, like you said. And I was playing it for like a year.
Oh.
Okay, I was working at the Amish market. I wasn't even making a lot of money. So, Taya, her username on Roblox was Blazy Poo,
It was.
and I was playing with Taya a lot. And then one day, I see this character on the game named 12 Gunners. So he had on like a suit. You know, it's a kid's game, so everybody looks crazy and stuff. But then it's like a very put together avatar. Nice little hair, suit, shades. I'm like, dang, like that's a nice little suit. Da 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 da. But he leaves the game. He just leaves out of nowhere. So I end up searching up the 12 Gunners on Roblox. I found him. So I joined him. I joined whatever game he was called. It was called The Compound. And my little character spawns. I'm walking
Mm-hmm.
around thinking, what is this game? It's weird. It's like a tunnel. And when my little character's walking through the tunnel, you see a whole bunch of like Robloxian guns come out of nowhere. And literally, like it was like a girl. I don't remember her username. I think it was like Bloom something. That's Solara. She was there, and then the guy that I followed, 12 Gunners, was like, "You need to state your business and why you're here, or we're gonna shoot you. You're somewhere in a lot." It was like, "Give it to me." I'm like 12. I'm like, "What?" And then the username, the Don, even though his username was called Governor, came out and was like, "What are you doing here?" Da da da. I don't remember exactly what happened because it was over 10 years ago now, but he
Yes.
basically was like, "Just come inside." So my character went in. This book is very different, of course. Like
Mm-hmm.
Dede, y'all hear that?
Mm-mm.
Oh Lord, it's storming so bad. Like the thunder just said boom. Like I feel like the house shook a little bit. Sorry. But but just basically, long story short, there was a lot of little drama in the game, and Taya was Blaze. I stopped playing with Taya less and less because I was spending more and more time playing this little mafia style game. That Taya was like, I'm gonna come and I want to see what this group is. Da da da. Taya comes, but the thing is, the person that's inspired, that Don is inspired by. And he actually had us in the game, call him Don. Him
Mm-hmm.
and Taze, which is Blaze, did I'm fucking all up. Oh, excuse me. So Taya, which is Blaze, did not get along with this Dawn on Roblox. They did not get along at all.
Mm-hmm.
Solara, it was different. It was a girl named Bloom. She was actually very nice, but she was the one like, I got to teach you how to fight on here because you can't fight. Like you're gonna get beat up basically. Um, yeah, that's just I
Wow.
was trying to give Diddy some time, so I
That
was
was
just
a
really.
good backstory, though. I didn't know that that's what that came from, and I didn't know that that inspired the book, and that
Hmm.
what's my girl Taya, that my girl Taya
Hmm.
was actually in the game with you, and her and the Dawn didn't get along, which is actually
At all.
forthcoming. Foreshadowing.
Diddy got the
I just
church
want to
finger.
say I love that Naomi has had the book up the whole time while she's been talking.
Yes.
I wanted to note that. I noticed when Delayna was talking, Naomi was like, I'm like, period,
I have my
Naomi.
arm.
Period, girl. Naomi said, holding it down. POV, holding it down. Look at the book. Get the book.
Can
Wanted
I
to
get a
note that.
screen grab real quick? Like can y'all post so it could be the header or something?
I'm sorry, I don't have a book.
Okay, thank y'all. What second am I at? Dang, I can't even see. Yeah, I'll find it. All right, D, you can go ahead, girl.
I will I will say for characters, I actually kind of agree with both of you guys. So I think Naomi is I'm gonna do Naomi first. I think Naomi is more centered towards Blaze because for two reasons. Because I feel like Blaze does a really bang up job of looking for Lovey in the book. Like my girl is hitting every nook and cranny. She go
Bang up
to
means bad, Diddy.
no
Bang
oh
up
I'm
job means
sorry.
bad.
Oh, well, I think Blaze is doing a pretty great job. Sorry, remove that. Thank you. A pretty good job from going to the place that she frequents, like Work, Zippy. Like she know where her girl be at.
Hmm.
But later in the book, I don't want to spoil too much. But later in the book, she locks in. She locks in. Like I feel like Naomi is similar to Blazy in the fact that if Lovey was like, "Oh my God, I'm getting jumped, come help me," Blaze will get in the first car smoking. You will
Handle
see
that.
smoke coming from the tires. Jump out the car and really handle that. Not don't ask no questions. Got the scarf already on and just be like, okay, come on. Like she really on that. So she's very sweet, but when it's time to be on that, she's on that. You only got to give her one. Listen, I need you to have me in here. We got to swing in here. We got to swing in here. Okay. And that's it. You don't got to go over it multiple times and go back and forth with her. She's going to get to
It is
business.
what it is.
And what happens. We can talk about it after we get out of this situation. So that's why I'm saying I think Naomi is very much Blaze. You got one time to tell her, listen, we about to go beat up this person. Let's go do that. Naomi be like, okay, let's go handle that. Afterwards, she'll get in the car and be like, why did we beat up this person? No questions asked, but why did we beat up this person? What did she do? Because I did her in. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Facts. I agree. I agree.
I see Naomi put people down, and that's why I'm like, okay. And like Naomi's so nice. Like you would not think that Naomi would start really putting people down, but Naomi really gets like that. And that's why I was like, okay, you know what? I'll give Naomi Blaze. I can see that. Because Blaze shows that she's very capable in the book. She come in there and she gets straight to business. She don't need a upkeep amount of training. She gets to business immediately. Like they like, damn, you been doing this your life? No, but you know, I know some. So I'm gonna give that to Naomi for sure. And Delayna, it may be an amalgamation of two people. So I think she would kind of be one half Dawn. And I'm going to tell you why. Because Delayna's very smart. She's always been very smart, right? But she can also forgive. Like if you do something to Delayna, she will be like, oh no, you're cooked, right? But then if you really come sincerely, she's open to give you another chance. In the book, Governor has in the book, Don, I'm sorry, he's been I've also had too much to drink. Oh. Don he's been burnt before, but that does not stop him from recruiting 2 new members while in this book. Yeah. If that makes sense. Like he's giving them the benefit of the doubt because they have not burned him. He's only been burnt before. So Delayna is very much like, you know, you do me this way, you get one chance after that. After that, you're done. Like Delayna,
fool me once, shame on me.
Me.
Fool me
once, shame on you.
Shame on you. Fool me twice,
shame on me.
I know.
Fool me 3 times, baby. It's forget the peace sign. I'm a
3 times. You're not walking away from this. And like I said, this is also like this is just me seeing Delayna do this like in life. So that's why I said, you know, Delayna's very nice. She's very smart, but she will give you another shot if you really do mess up.
You gotta apologize. Like
you gotta be sincerely sorry to be like, you know what, we gonna rock. Because Delayna is giving people chances where it could have been irredeemable, but she found it in her heart to be like, you know what, you didn't know any better because you played with me that first time, but that second time, it's a wrap.
The second time it's gonna be someone else playing.
Exactly.
So let that
You're going to be playing in the hospital. So how about that? You'll be playing at home while I'm playing out.
But I'm only like that with myself. You can't play with my family. And then like you could play. I don't want to say you could play with me. There could be a situation. I can forgive if it's me that one time. But it can't be with my family or my friends. Now I'm not gonna be like, let me give you like, nah. It's gonna be different. But for me,
everybody's like that though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But for me, it's like, okay, you know, no one's perfect, but you got to be sincere now. You got to be sincere. All right, let me stop running my mouth.
Gently remorseful.
Right.
So I'm gonna say that because Don does not let that one time being messed over stop him from recruiting other people. Like clearly, we see he recruit not 1 but 2 people. So obviously, that's part of his business. You got to keep people coming in to keep the money rolling. So logical, I'm gonna give them that chance to piss me off, and if they piss me off, then they're cut. Like you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say Dawn.
Mhm.
I see that.
And then I guess I'm gonna say probably it's between AJ or 12, but I'm gonna probably say AJ. I'm gonna say
Okay.
AJ because Delayna won't bring up, unlike 12, he will bring up situations that, like, he will bring up solutions that will not better everybody. It may just better their side, and whoever's not on their side may get got a little bit. Delayna doesn't do that. She she gonna bring up a solution that would kind of benefit everybody. At least, you know what I'm saying? The most that
Mhm.
she can. Like, she ain't just gonna be like, yeah, let's put this person in the street to get ran over by a car, and that got nothing to do with us. Like, she would never do that.
Period, Didi.
I feel like, yeah, what AJ, like Naomi kind of said, like, you don't really know much about him, but you know that
Mhm.
when it's time to get like that, then it's just gonna have to get like
He
that.
gonna get
You know,
like that.
he gonna get like that. He gonna smile and play with you, but when you play a little too much, then
You gonna get got.
Now it's time for action, baby.
now we getting straight to it.
Don't
Cause
talk
now
it.
you done played, and I gotta show you better than I can tell.
Okay.
Mhm.
That part.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
it.
okay. And for chapter four, I'm gonna make chapter four really quick. Gunnar and AJ, a soldier of the Cavaletti family, pay a little visit to Zippy, the sleazy manager, boutique owner who tried to trap Lovey in a bogus contract. So what starts with a wrecked display and a smashed cash register ends with Zippy trembling and his binding deal ripped to shreds. But the ride back is a little bit more darker. We get a little bit more information, just a little bit more juicier. Between laughs about Lovey's clumsy training and her main character energy playlist on her phone, uh, AJ and Gunner, they revisit Don's obsession with keeping women around and keeping them close. And they also discuss the Serrano family, which is our first time as readers hearing about this family, a rival family who is basically trying to close in. So Gunner's smile fades as the rain pours harder, and the new message is clear. Lovey is more than just a new recruit. He believes that she's a new chess piece on Don's chessboard, basically. So, your first reaction, I'm trying to think though, because I may have asked this the first go around. For your first reaction with the whole store scene, basically, when Zippy
Loved it.
Boutique was destroyed, were you laughing at how pathetic Zippy was, or
Laughing.
were you kind of freaking out or a little nervous about how
Mhm.
far Gunner and AJ will go? Were you more nervous about what they would do, or were you just more so laughing at Zippy just being a fat sleazeball?
Who are you
Laughing.
asking, me or Naomi first?
Miss Rutherford, Miss
Oh, I
Melvina.
was I was laughing, cracking up laughing because you know what? When you play games, when you do clownery, the clown comes back for you. Okay. And that's what he
Period.
got. He was out here acting like a clown. He was out here using and abusing that young girl, that young, naive, beautiful girl, Lovey. Told that girl that you had connections, knowing daggone well you ain't have connections since what was it like 1995? I don't even know how long ago it was, but boy, you wasn't popping. You have never been popping since the early 2000s. And now you in the late 2000s and you out here selling false dreams and promises. Like, okay. And you messed around and you found out because she leveled up in life and you thought she was still at that same level and the joke was
And you
on
know she
you.
had people behind her this time around.
Yeah, because he was a bully. That's what happens when you bully people. You keep bullying the underdog, you don't think the underdog gonna get up, but the underdog stood up. And she fought for herself and she got herself in a better predicament and that man fought her battle for her. We love that. Thank you.
Mrs. You guys?
I agree with Naomi. At first, I would have been like, oh, they're being too harsh. But I just remember how he was speaking to Levy and letting
Yeah.
her know she's under a contract. And this is not even like her first time under the contract. She's been under the contract for 4 years. He's done nothing for her. Like, I don't know why she signed a fourth or third time or even a second time. You got one trial run with me. And if I'm not getting
Girl.
no money, no paper, get your little black ball self out of here. Get out of here, you little roach. So I thought it was interesting when men came into the equation. You know, he tried to hit them with the contract and they wasn't going for that because men do what men do best. And that is
Hey.
shows display of I'm the boss. I will knock your head off. Don't play with me. And then he piped down. He piped
Right.
down. So
Right.
he deserved it. Sometimes men are big with women, but not big with other men. So I really like that two men came and tore his spot up. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
now what? And what he
Mhm.
do? Cower. Oh, stop. Please.
Right.
Please. Like,
Please.
you little peasant. Get
Should
out of
have
my
been let
way.
that girl go. You didn't get
You
that
should have
girl a
been let
gig
her
in four
walk.
years. Get
Talking
out of
about
here.
cock. And like I said, Lovey was done for signing a fourth time because I
Right.
remember reading it being like, fourth time you get your own gig. What you paying this little nugget for? Like, girl, no. She should have put the
Girl
hands on him.
spending more
Maybe he
money
would have let
paying
her
him
walk,
than she is paying her rent.
right? But
Mm-mm-mm.
that's okay. She didn't have that dog in her. Two men came and was like, get, yeah, it's
Right. We
getting
got a
like
dog
that.
in
We're
us.
doing
Right.
it. Like, so
Mm.
I
Yeah.
loved it. Loved every second of it. Didn't
Cute
feel
Okay.
little
any remorse for
chihuahua.
him.
I wanted to know what made y'all antennas stand up more. Like as a woman, like what grabbed your attention more throughout the AJ and Gunner conversation? Was it that we kind of learned that a honeypot could be
Mm.
a position for Lovey. Like, oh, Don might just use her as a honeypot for our enemies. Or was it the comment about Don playing with his food before? Which, like,
Ooh.
comment, like, grabbed y'all more? Like, oh, wait, what? Honeypot? Or the whole, he's played with his food before? What comment grabbed y'all more, Mrs. You Guy?
I'm gonna say the honeypot only because we're not there to bear witness to him being played by another person. So
Mm-hmm.
did it alarm me? Yes, but my I paid more attention to the honeypot because if you think about it, um Gunner is his closest ally, right? Like, for example,
Right.
like if somebody wanted to know what my thought patterns would be, they would need to go to the people closest to you, Naomi, Larry, my mom and dad. Like, oh my God, what would Dede do in this situation? Like,
Mm-hmm.
more than likely, you're going to be right. There's a chance you can't be wrong. Like,
Mm-hmm.
people can be unpredictable, but if you genuinely know a person for a long time, then you have a pretty good thought process of how they're going to do things or how they'll react to things. So when
Mm-hmm.
he said that, it made me think, oh, okay, she's quite useless with fighting. Maybe this may be what he's using her for because he wiping her dad clean, but he also about to just get rid of her altogether. So when they look her up, they don't see she did this, she did that, she tied to this, she tied to that. Like
Right.
the
Yeah.
perfect victim is somebody that nobody knows. So I was kind of like, damn, they set her up like that. Like, woo, like, girl, I pay more attention to that
Okay. Nene.
than to play with food.
I'm not gonna lie. Originally, I'm both of them caught my attention equally. One because I was interested in the comment of he likes to play with his food because I'm like, you brought her all the way here from the alleyway. You teaching her how to fight. You wiping her whatever her existence off the face of the earth just for you to hump and dump. Like, huh? That don't make sense. But when they mentioned the honey pie, I was like, oh, now that is a great idea. Now, I'm a girl's girl, so I wouldn't be like, you know, yay, but I'm not gonna lie, as a reader, I was like, yeah, go ahead and do it. I mean, my girl can't fight. We gotta be realistic here. You can't fight. You don't really know what's going on. You really don't know what's going on. So you could be a
Right.
honey pot. You could go into the other people's territory. You could act like you like them, get to know them, and feed some information over to the other side because you literally don't really know much about the syndicate that you're involved in anyway. So really the others you're no good to the other side either, except for being a honey pot. Like that's
Mm-hmm.
really all she's good for at this moment in time. That is all she is good for. So both of them really brought my antennas up because it made me think that Don has a plan and he didn't just bring her there for no reason. But it also made me look at Gunner and AJ like, so that's what y'all do to girls. Y'all just be humping and
Mm.
dumping them. That's
Mm.
how y'all like to move.
Mm.
Y'all like to move like that. Very
Foreshadow.
interesting. Yeah, very interesting.
Um, so so we're on chapter 5, and we stopped in at chapter 7. So we're should be nearing this. Lovey tries to find peace by the pool, but her world only grows more complicated. So Gunnar returns with AJ, a new presence in the compound, whose quiet intensity unsettles Lovey a lot. Solara interrupts, pulling Lovey back into a harsh, unforgiving training that pushes her body and mind to the edge. Lovey learns that Solara and Gunnar are romantically involved because while they were heading to the training, Gunnar just pulls Solara in. They do like a whole makeout. So Lovey's like, oh,
Mhm.
like I didn't know. So meanwhile, across town, Blaze, which is Lovey's best friend, is has a lot of concern because Lovey is like missing. While her calls are going unanswered, she arms herself and prepares to take action, determined to protect her best friend no matter the cost. So we got Blaze gearing up. And then we
Yep.
got Lovey, still training, but she sees this new connection with Solar and Gunner. So, when AJ and Solara first kissed, when y'all read that, were y'all shocked or were y'all just like, what was y'all reactions?
I was kind of like, I wouldn't say shocked. Okay. I will say this. I was like, oh, like I was taken aback, but I wouldn't say
Yep.
shocked because she's the only woman in her own man's compound at that point. Like before Lovey, she the only woman. And can you just imagine looking at a bunch of fine men all day, and then you quite cute yourself? Like
It was
it
like,
only makes sense. Like that is a very logical
Mhm.
response. So logically, if I'm one woman, I'm surrounded by one, two, three, four, fine men. I'm gonna have my share. I'm gonna take my piece. I'm gonna do what I do. So, you know, she chose number two, which is
Yeah,
not a
shit.
bad option because she's seen number one strike out before. So,
oh,
hey, she playing it safe,
Dang.
but she's also like, got me a little boo too. Like,
like, got some action.
Yeah.
lonely. It's hard out here for a pimp, and she the
It's
only
hard
woman
out
there.
here
Like,
for a pimp.
When they trying
why
to get
not,
I
girl?
ain't
people to
taking a
win
romance.
in the
So yeah,
Cadillacs. Yeah, when it's been.
taken aback, but not shocked because logically that makes sense. That's just a logical human response to that situation where you have more options as a woman than men have options as a man. If that makes sense, like you
Mhm.
get your pick of men, and if they all fine,
Hmm.
why not go for
Have
one?
at it.
Why not?
Okay.
I
Nene, were
wouldn't
you
eat where I
shocked?
poop, but yeah,
I was not shocked, no, because this is the only reason why I wasn't shocked. Because my girl is gorgeous and Gunner is fine. You know? And then he's already like number two in ranks. And we're just gonna act like AJ isn't number three because we're just gonna put her up there. And my girl So is number three in ranks. You see what I'm saying? And she can't get with number one. You gotta think like I hate to say this, but as a girl, sometimes you look between the two options and you got to be really realistic with yourself. Number
Yeah.
one, he got a little bit of danger on him. He
Got some
already had a little
baggage.
messy situation, and then he bringing in naive little girls. Like, I'm gonna let him go. He not mature enough yet. Number two,
yeah,
I'm like, like to have fun. He like to have fun. I'm bad. He bad. I'm dangerous. He's dangerous. I could learn a little bit from him. I'm gonna go with number two. I think she seen like she could learn from him,
Hold on, y'all.
so
My
she
bad.
went
It's
for him.
freezing.
Oh
Give me
no!
1 second.
okay. Mm-mm.
That's so funny. People start going, dude, dude.
I know. I'm hungry, girl. I can't wait to eat
Girl,
after
you
this.
hungry? My eyes over here like this.
All right, it's
Sorry, what's
good.
going on?
Sorry, it
Okay.
was it froze up just a little bit, but we back.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. But I was not shocked. More of the story, I was not shocked. I think it's only like right in nature, if that makes sense, to
Mhm.
the beta and the beta getting together, in my opinion, because she's not a weak link. She's definitely
Right.
alpha beta material. So I think it's only just that she goes for somebody who's kind of just like her in a way, the male
Yeah.
version to her, and that's Gunner. Gunner is the male version of her, quite literally.
I like that. It's,
Mhm.
it's a power couple if it is a couple.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? They could both beat you down and they both got like that don't F with me aura. But Gunner is more like he's more like a clown though. Like he likes
yeah.
comedy. He's like a jokester, whereas
I would
Solara,
never take him seriously. I don't even
yeah.
know why she did. Like what?
Whereas Solara's more serious, Gunner's more like, eh. Um,
One.
so chapter 6, a lot happens.
Yes.
So Lovey works out with Solara, and but her exhaustion is nothing compared to the storm that's brewing inside of her. Alone in her bathroom, she's supposed to be washing away the day, but someone else is in the room with her, Don. Calm, commanding, and impossibly close, a simple demonstration of the compound's hidden panic room turns into a dangerous collision of proximity and desire. So Don takes Lovey to the basement to show her what happens in the case of event. It's an emergency. And while he's like showing her passcodes, whatever, they get extremely close, face to face, and it's like this like hot steamy moment. And he kisses her neck, things is happening, and then Gunnar comes in, like, yo, what up, man? You gonna use protection or you just winging it or something like that? So it totally just ruins the whole thing. So,
He's a
Gunner's
hater.
loud interruption shatters the tension, leaving Lovey reeling, heart racing, pulse unsteady. So outside, the mystery of Don's past life has Lovey thinking. Because before that kiss happened and all of that, she found a photo of him and a woman together in the basement, and he was looking happy. It didn't look like a regular photo. This appeared to be a photo where he seemed to be in love. So after Gunnar like breaks up the steamy moment, she's kind of thinking like, who is that chick that was in the photo though? So Solara finds Lovey kind of shaken up after the whole thing, after Gunnar kind of just busts him out, and she gives Lovey a warning. And she's just like, listen, I've seen this happen before, so you need to be careful. Um, but now Lovey's left with more questions than answers about the man who can make her heart stop, the woman in the photo, and this deadly life that she stepped into. All right, so just a few questions. Um, do you believe that Solara was genuinely concerned about Lovey, or do you think that she was kind of marking her territory? Like,
I think she was being a hater,
Mm,
if we're gonna
yeah,
be
me too.
completely honest.
damn.
She was just being a hater. She was the only girl there that was getting some, and now she see that another girl might be getting some, and she getting some from the top dog. She not even getting some from the little dogs. She getting some from the big dog. So she like, she feeling some type of way, just a little bit, because she is also very protective. Like as we read through chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we start to see that she is very protective of them all, not just
Yeah,
Gunner. She's protective over AJ. She's protective over the Don. Like she's just genuinely protective and care about all of them in a way to where it's kind of like, girl, you being a hater. So what if he kissing that girl? They ain't got nothing to do with you. Worry about you and your man. Don't be in
right.
that girl business. Worry about you.
Mhm.
Mm,
I agree with Naomi. I don't have much to say, but I do agree with Naomi. It's not a genuine concern because had it been like more genuine, she would have like cared for her more
Hmm.
throughout the chapters, which she really did not. She was just like, "All right, train, we done training," and then she go do
right.
her own thing. Like she
Hmm.
only gave like one term of advice one time, but that was in the crux of them training. That was her just only being a trainer slash teacher, not a homegirl. Like
Right,
so,
right. Not a confidant.
not a confidant. So I don't think it was really genuine because, like Naomi said, it was with the big dog, not the number two. Like you know what I'm saying? Had it been number two, Lovey would have probably got you know knocked around a little bit. But I think yeah, no, she like listen, girl, like she's trying to get in her head a little bit and make her like
Hmm.
already
I've seen this
uncomfortable than what
before.
she yeah, she like, you not the first girl. Like, listen, you ain't the first. She probably not gonna be the last. Like, real hater stuff. Like,
Ooh!
Hmm.
it's giving real hater tease for real. Like, and
It
she been there
is.
for all of that. So
What do
yeah,
y'all
she
think
just
was Gunner's intention of really interrupting that scene? Like, he could have
that
easily
was
walked away. What do y'all think?
Yeah, a messy hater too. A messy hater too, because Gunner, you gotta think. Gunner's sole purpose, other than being the Don's friend, is to be his protector, to be the enforcer, and to be the protector of the Don. You got it. You don't get multiple Dons. You only get one. And I'm assuming they
Right.
knew each other since childhood, and they grew up in these positions, and they already knew that you were going to be my second hand. I'm going to be number one. And
Hmm.
anybody knows, like, y'all know me. I love werewolf books, so I'm always bring it back to alpha beta. Anybody knows when you are an alpha, you need a beta. You need somebody who's going to be able to take over when you're not there. Do Gunner want to take over? Heck no. Do Gunner want to be in charge? No, he never even gave us leader qualities from the beginning. Gunner knows his position and he likes to play that position and he plays it very well. And he's like, she could jeopardize the Don being who he is. He sees her as his kryptonite, and foreshadowing, he sees her as his kryptonite, the thing that softens the Don.
Because we've seen it before. Well,
Yeah,
we haven't
Yeah,
seen it. We haven't seen it before.
I mean we haven't
But
seen it, but we've heard it, and he lived through it, so he's
right.
just probably like, here we go again. Here we go
like what we
again.
doing? Like I feel like he was. I agree with Naomi. He was being messy, but it was also under the guise of like we got other stuff to do. Like
Yeah.
this is like the least of your concern. Like we literally just seen, and I can't remember if it's this chapter or the chapter prior. We talking about the Serranos. Like we literally got somebody gunning for us right now. You worrying about this little non-fighting heifer in the shower? Like, come on, bro. Like we got bigger stuff to do. And that's why he came in there
Right.
and completely killed the moment. He wasn't asking to be genuous or anything. He's actually being
Oh,
disingenuous and trying to be really silly when he did that. Real
Hmm.
real hater stuff, but I wouldn't even say real hater. More so like just like, yeah, let me know when you're done with your little plaything so we get back to work. We get back to
right. We
business.
got things to do.
Um, we got better things to do, and she's not one of them. So
Hmm.
let's wrap this up. Let's make
Right.
it
Hmm.
quick and let's go about
Like,
our
you worried
business.
about
So
her when I'm worried about keeping the whole family safe.
yeah.
Who's more
So
important
And
here?
and
yeah.
he says in the chapter prior, like, oh, how are we gonna use her? We gonna honey pot her or we gonna play thing? And like, he
Yeah.
already know what the guys or what he think he knows. Like, so he kind of just
Hmm.
like, you gonna use her and then we gonna get rid of her type stuff. Like she's
Yeah.
very invaluable. So we already know his mind at. So that's why he came in the way he came in, I think. Oh, you frozen, Anna. Oh,
Who frozen?
Delayna is
Oh,
frozen. Can you see her now, Delayna? I see her blinking.
oh, I guess.
Sorry, y'all. It's a storm. It
I was about
froze
to say,
for
because
a
it's
split
raining where
second. I'm
she
so
at.
sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I said, Elsa, can you hear us? You frozen.
I
Yeah,
know
I
you
can
was
hear
like,
y'all
oh,
now.
she frozen.
Sorry.
Like, who frozen?
Sorry. All right, this is the last chapter. I'm sorry, because it's storming very bad here, so I don't know how much this thing gonna hold out. So, chapter 7, a lot happens. The calm before the storm. Don and Gunner strategize. So after that big moment's interrupted, Gunner's like, basically what y'all said. All right, Don, we gotta focus because something is about to happen soon. So they
Hmm.
strategize, weighing Lovey's vulnerability against the tactical advantage she could unknowingly provide. The whispers of the past. Lovey is just really thinking about this Lola girl. Um, Meanwhile, Lovey wrestles with her own growing obsession with Don, stuck in the memory of his closeness in the secret panic room and the heat of his gaze. So she's thinking about that steamy moment. But wait, who is this woman? She's just got a lot going on. Um, then the war arrives. So the Serranos attack. Explosions, gunfire, and chaos consume the compound. Lovey flees to the panic room, heart racing, terror clawing at her chest. Through the chaos, Don is sitting in front of the door, making sure that no one comes in. And he gets shot. He's hurt. He's bleeding. But he's very stoic. He's not letting a lot of emotion out. But his main goal is like, I'm protecting this door of my life. I'm making sure no one is coming in here. So despite the danger, she refuses to like leave Don's side. He's saying staying inside, but she's like, oh my God, like this guy's protecting me. She's staying inside, but she is constantly worried about him. So after the fight, he's in the hotel room, not hotel room. He's in the little medic room, whatever, and she does not leave his side. And now she's just kind of realizing, like, I think my biggest fear is losing him. So, I was gonna ask y'all. This is supposed to be a little bit earlier, but what character from a TV show or movie give you guys Dawn vibes? For me, Dawn gives me Negan vibes. I think a good Negan will be like a once Negan becomes nicer, he's like he could be scary, but he's really charming. I get Dawn vibes from Negan.
Mm.
Didi?
love Negan and hate Negan at the same time. So I have a very love and hate
Right.
relationship with him. He's so charming, but the way he did my boy Glenn, never forgive him.
Mm.
Um, I'm gonna say amalgamation of two characters from mom and dad's favorite mob franchise. So Sonny and Michael Corleone, they're from The Godfather. They're actually brothers.
Whew, got a shiver.
One is very hot-headed, very emotional, very they disrespect. We doing that, right? Versus Michael is younger, but he's a lot more calculated, a lot more cold, and he really thinks things all the way through. Like he will get to the bottom of it before everybody else even knew what was going on. So I think he if I had to choose like characters from a film or TV show, it would probably be a mix of both of them because yeah, he got shot, he was doing his Sonny Corleone type of thing, standing up for somebody he really cared about, but he was also doing a very Michael Corleone thing by even planning out in the first place. Like he knew what was happening before it even really hit the fan. He was like, "Well, I'm gonna position myself right here, so if something happens, what really can they do to me besides, put a bullet or two into me? They're not gonna kill me. They're not gonna beat me down. Like, so
Mm-hmm.
that was very smart of him to position himself in that situation. So, yeah, probably them two.
Okay. Nene, who give you Don vibes?
So it's two people. I'm gonna do a DD. There's two people. So one is from NCIS. I don't know, y'all. I'm obsessed with this show. But it's the newer season. I do not know his name, but he's the only, melanated character in the show.
Uh-huh.
That is a special agent. And when I tell y'all, like, I feel like when I see him on TV, I see the Don, if that makes sense. Like he's very charismatic, he's
Mm-hmm.
very mysterious, but he's also kind of like in control of things. Well, he likes to be in control of things,
Mm-hmm.
but we learn over time, that it's a lot underneath him. It's a lot underneath
Mm-hmm.
him, and he handles business. When I tell you he handles business, he handles business. He's the type that's gonna run into the gunfight and not run away from the gunfight. I like that about him.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then if we was talking about an older Silver Fox version of the Don, sorry, the older men these days, they're really doing it on TV. I'm gonna
Naomi, bro.
I tried. I'm gonna have to say it's my guy from Toulouse King. I cannot think of his name, but he gives me like old Italian vibes. Like when I tell you
Hmm.
he break fingers, go to Paramount, look at Toulouse King. He's a very famous actor. He gives me gangster old mafia vibes. Like I'm gonna break your fingers, I'm gonna have a bet, and I'm gonna knock you aside your head. You say something wrong. You don't have my money. Oh, it's a
You talking
problem.
about Rocky?
Yes, Rocky, Rocky.
He gives
Yes,
Don?
yes,
What's his name
yes.
again?
In that role, his name is
Yes.
Sylvester.
Sylvester
Him?
Stallone.
Yeah, him as Sylvester. Oh, baby.
Okay, I see the vision.
That Silver Fox got it. That's all I'm going to say.
That's
I
giving
love me.
Guido energy, dog. He's giving meatball Guido energy.
Like,
Love
y'all,
that man,
bro,
bro.
he great actor. That's all I'm going to
Oh,
say.
he
Great
is a great
actor.
actor.
Yeah, he's
Um,
fire, bro.
if you could just choose one, just so far from what we know, who was the most layered character?
Oh, Lear.
I, I
Don.
was
It's gonna have to say Don for me, because he's
So,
very
so,
still
so
mysterious at
Larry.
this point.
Solara for
Solar
Nene,
So
Authority
Don for
for me.
Laura.
Didi. I
Yes.
would have to. Ooh, it is between those two. I would have to give it to Don, but Solara does have a lot of layers as well.
I would
Yeah.
Um,
love to know so much more about her. Like
yeah,
she is very interesting to me, but Dawn is just a bit more mysterious in this time frame because we're only getting bits and pieces from different people. He's never actually said much of anything
right.
his
He won't
damn
say that.
self, and that's why I'm gonna
That's
say
true.
that. Like,
Right.
you're mysterious when everybody kind of saying bits and pieces. Like we don't
Mm.
talk about Bruno type of things. Like you're not getting
We
that
don't talk
information
about
from me,
Bruno.
dog.
That is very spot on because they don't talk
That's what,
about the Don
yeah.
type
They
stuff.
don't talk about the Don type stuff. You just get bits and pieces from this person, that person, what he did, what he
Right.
maybe didn't do, what he might do. Like you don't
Mm-hmm.
actually get any real information from him in these first few
Hell, he
chapters.
didn't even say. Well, whatever. He
He
didn't even say
doesn't
his
drop his
name.
name. He doesn't talk about his past. He just gives orders. Like that's why I give it to him. But I
It's
would
three
love to
of
know.
them.
Oh,
AJ
did you say?
too. I would like to know more about AJ as well.
Mm.
The silent assassin
Yeah,
came
that's
in
the
like a,
most unspoken. The most like
but the presence be big.
the presence be big. I think
Yeah.
Stewie is a very interesting character as well.
Ooh,
Like I love like the Japanese like
almost forgot about
ties.
him.
Stewie's not Japanese, but the way that he had his stuff structured was
Oh
very
yeah,
Japanese
oh yeah.
inspired with discipline and all that stuff. Um,
He really had a dojo going on in that joint. They was really in that joint. Yes, sensei. No, sensei.
did y'all have any questions for me about any inspirations? Any questions for me? Because we're about to close this out, but I do want to ask if y'all have any questions.
Yes, I have a question that I'm sure the readers would agree with me on.
Hmm.
When are we getting another book from you, or maybe perhaps a spin-off to, In His Shadow? Is there any, up and coming things in the works?
What for this for the series in the shadow or just in general?
Um, in general, but mainly towards In His Shadow. Are we going to get a part two? Because I would really like to know a little bit more about AJ, Gunner and Blaze. Yeah, I would like to know about them a little bit more.
I will say this, yeah. But the biggest thing that I've been really thinking because yes, Nene. I I've had a prequel in mind. I don't know if that is of interest though, because
Mm.
my coworker, him and his wife read the book, and he's definitely like, it'll be really nice around Christmas if a part two comes out. And
Ooh.
I'm like,
That's so
oh,
sweet,
I
girl.
know, I know. I'm like,
Dang,
damn.
that's next month practically.
I know. Like, he was like, I would really love it if part two comes out. And I'm thinking, would people be more interested in what happens next after the ending? You know, we already know the Don. Would people be more interested in that or the life of the Don before he met Lovey?
Wow, that's
So
See,
good.
I'll say it because I don't even give a damn. But I actually, I mean, I only have like a page or two, and then I kind of stop because there's other things that my brain has to focus on. I have to focus on one thing at a time.
Hmm.
But the prequel, if I continue working on it, would be called "What's in Her Shadow: The Lola Vega Story."
mm,
So, would that be of more interest? I'll probably ask people who read the book, like y'all, would y'all want a part two, or would y'all want the prequel about Lola and Don's story?
Oh,
See, me
wait
personally, I
up.
prefer a prequel because, and this leads into my question. So, with the prequel, I'm wondering if you're ever going to write a character guide, just because in these type of books we only get so much information about each and every person, right?
Yeah.
Like when I think about books
Mhm.
like Twilight, it's so in depth. Whatever is
Yeah.
not in the book, she got a character guide, story, traits, powers, every goddamn thing you
The
can think of about the
backstory, a whole
character.
life
She
before the
got their
story.
whole
Yeah.
life before vampirism and maybe even a little bit after. Like, so I'm just
Yeah.
wondering if you do
Mm.
a prequel, my bad. Would you do like a character guide? Because obviously we'll get new characters, we'll get people we've
Hmm.
never seen before,
Yes,
like
you will get new
Lola, and
characters.
we'll get Salar before she, and we also get a bunch of other people, AJ, Gunner, Don. Like, will we get more in depth character analysis for each person if you do a prequel? If that makes sense.
That's a good question. I'm gonna be real. One thing I learned about myself, but I'll never say never. I don't feel like I'm a author for
Like
books.
Hmm.
that, like a
Like,
book author.
yes, like it does take a lot of detail. I am
Hmm.
very visual, but I love books. Like all three of us reading Wattpad, Thick Black Queen, The Italian Billionaire Lover. I love me a good book. But
Yeah, I
when
love that
it's
book.
writing, sometimes like I don't want to say I lose patience, but I love
Hmm.
script writing. So one thing about In the Shadow, what it taught me, like I'm thinking about the life of this character before I even write for it, because I have to think, who is this character? What are they?
Hmm.
What would their challenges be? Da 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 da. So if I ever write another book, and I'm sure I will, just to give it another go round, um, I could make a character guide. I might want to do like a weak eye page. Like I know for Twilight there's like a character weak eye page just talking about them. But I
Hmm.
have to really think more about this world. This was my first time
Mm.
writing a book, so I made a lot of mistakes, but I've also learned a lot, which is important, which was the goal. So yeah, I would try to do something where I have to think more about the characters because sometimes I just write and then like there was one thing that my coworker asked me about. I don't remember what the thing was, and it kind of might have been an error, like grammatical error, but I just went with it. Um, Dang, I can't remember what he asked me. He showed me the page and everything, and I'm looking at it like acting like I know what I meant, and I'm like I don't know what I meant. So I'm like, I just I will be down to that. I'll be down for that. Okay, yeah, sorry.
That's nice.
No worries. That's
Okay.
so good.
Right.
So yeah, that's the only question I have. But
Okay,
um, yeah, that's about it for
okay,
me.
Nene, you good?
One more question. My last question would be, how do you feel now that you have already written a book, you published a book, it's out there for the world to see? How do you feel as the author?
Like, am I proud?
Like, are you proud? Do you feel accomplished? Do you feel like you met a goal? You did something. You was consistent with it, and now this is the outcome. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel good. Just being as we all come from the performing arts, I feel like these last couple years, especially in Florida, I haven't really got to artistically express myself at all. Since I've done the quest, I haven't had I haven't been able to produce any type of work. So
Hmm.
even though with In His Shadow, I'm gonna be honest, I rushed that a lot. I could have done more preparing it. I should have reread it a lot of times. What happened was when I was submitting like the manuscript for the book to Amazon portal, like it was like a Kindle portal, some
Hmm.
things did get messed up. So I was trying to like fix it. Like I'm like it got messed up. I'm trying to fix it with ChatGPT because I for some reason like the manuscript didn't upload right. But then
Hmm.
ChatGPT changed things. I'm like, no, I don't like that. So then I'll like exit that off. But then I'm trying to manually find out what got messed up, and I didn't
Hmm.
find everything that got messed up. So when I was rereading chapters 1 through 7 for this, I'm like, oh no, this messed up. This messed up. Like I'm a little bit like, but you know what? I just know going forward, like I found other ways to produce work and make sure it's better. So I will write another book at some point in my life. But I'm really more excited about the scripts for movies.
Period.
Me
Period. I'm
too.
excited for the movies too.
Yeah.
Cinema is where it's at.
What
Yes.
did Martin Scorsese say?
I don't know.
Oh,
I was about to
this.
say jazz hands.
My bad. Let me show you.
These aren't jazz
Like,
hands.
not a director,
These
so
are
I don't
jazz
know what
hands.
Martin Scorsese said.
Diddy said, y'all never seen
Look,
this meme?
we all got quiet like this.
Absolute cinema.
I have, but I never knew the
So,
Oh,
context for it,
cinnamon.
so that's why I was like, I don't know.
so, I would like to thank my ladies, Naomi Rutherford and Deandra, you guy Antwine, for discussing chapters 1 through 7 of In His Shadow. And we will be doing other episodes. We may have different viewers. Yes, Naomi. Naomi's a proud mama.
Oh no, she like,
So, and I appreciate y'all time, and we are about to end this. Any parting words, my ladies?
thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I look forward to seeing what other like projects and works you have in the future. And just for the audience, continue to look out. She got some stuff coming up. With me as like the main star. So
Didi is a
look out for
producer
us.
for a few projects.
Yeah, look
Okay.
out for Delayna Faye, productions and Fallen Beauty Productions, and we're going up. We're going up from here. Period.
Period.
And
Period.
shout
To the
out to
Oscars.
Melvina's Kitchen, which is an all black owned catering company
Shut
in
up.
the DMV, Merlin, baby. So hit up Naomi. Naomi, what's your Instagram?
You can hit me up at Melvina's Kitchen or at Nene the Sun and Moon Child. I
Okay,
answer to
period.
both.
Period. Didi, are you announcing anything?
No.
Okay. All right.
That's a future sommelier right there. Future winemaker in the making.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I love you, ladies. Thank you. And wait, all right, let me
Thank
end
you.
I'll have the book here in spirit.
this.